Hey everybody, I haven't done a loadout video in quite a while, so I thought I would do it as I'm about to head out to the Arizona Trail and do about 200 miles of that from Kearney up to about Pine. So let's go through this kind of one piece at a time and just kind of unpack what I put together here. So this is my Dirkston Cockwa 40. I've been using this for quite a while, and I don't think I need anything bigger than this. It's under 2 pounds, so I like my little Cockwa pack here. It does everything I need it to do. Very comfortable, holds the weight really well, so this is my pack. Right on top, you'll notice that I have a solar panel that I take with me. When I'm in exposed areas like in Arizona where I have a lot of sun, this works really well. It works better, in my opinion, than carrying a 20,000 milliamp hour battery. It weighs about the same, but this gives me kind of forever power. So, and I'll be carrying some electronics with me, so I thought that this would be a better deal. And there's not a lot of places to stop along the way without hitching into a town to recharge your batteries. So I thought this might be a better deal. I have this secured to my pack really in kind of a loose way where it doesn't cause any kind of stress on any of the connectors here. And this E-Scene is really the best solar panel that I have for this kind of thing. It's just the right amount of power, it's in the weight and everything. So. And while I'm out there, I'll be charging pretty much continually my 10,000 milliamp hour Anchor battery here. I can charge this up during the day. At night I can charge up all my devices and kind of rinse and repeat the next day. This will also charge my phone and my other batteries and my Garmin and pretty much everything else that I have. So, okay, so on top I have this 1/8 inch thick little foam pad that I put underneath my air mattress. It's primarily to keep anything from poking my air mattress. Plus, I have it right on top of my pack so that anytime I want to take a break, I take this out and it becomes a little sit pad. Alright, let's dig into the side pockets here. You know, it's Arizona, right? And there's not a lot of water or streams or lakes or things that you can take water out of. So I expect I'll be carrying some water with me, like I have in the past. So I'll take a 1 liter bottle here, and this is a 0.7 liter, and in the other side here I have a 1.5 liters. So, and if that's not enough, I have another. Let me just take out my water treatment stuff here. I have this 2 liter CNOC that I'll use for my dirty water. There's this little scoop that I have. I cut off the bottom of one of those collapsible bottles, and I use it to scoop up water in case I have a very small stream or a small little place I'm taking water out of. This is a nice little scoop. It's saved me many times. And sometimes I'll be taking water out of stock tanks or things that are pretty cruddy. I will use this nut milk filter. It's kind of a pre-filter. It takes out all the kind of big pieces that are in the water so they don't get clogged up in my water filters. So this helps, get some of the really coarse stuff out of the water. It weighs like nothing, so I'm going to take this with me this time. My primary water filtration is going to be my Sawyer, and I'll go back and forth between that and my Membrane Solutions straw filter here. They're both 0.1 micron filters. I like taking a backup in places like this where the water's pretty cruddy, so I don't risk, getting stuck out there without a filter. I also have some Aqua tabs with me just in case. It's kind of my backup to my backup. So I'm pretty cautious about water and water filtration and all that. So you can tell that I have probably a little bit more than what most people have, but this is my comfort level and this is what I like to take. So there you go. Alright, the other thing that I put in here is really parts to my tent. I just got a brand new Z-Pax Offset Solo that you saw in my last trip over to the LBJ grasslands. And so a couple pieces to that is this little rod that I use on the foot end of the tent, and then I have my stakes. And I put these in here instead of in my tent bag because the tent bag is usually pretty tight, and I don't want to. I've used these bags before that Z-Pax does, and they're really lightweight, but they're not super durable, and so I don't like to overstuff them. I just keep my tent in there and that's it. These other things I will keep on the side. My little poop kit here. I don't know, do you want to see a poop kit? I have a little trowel in here, some Gold Bond powder, a little thing of soap, and I also have some hand sanitizer that I put in here. And I do use a bidet, so that's why I have all that hand cleaning stuff. And I have my little butt rag to dry me off. Alright, so there you go. Okay, so on my straps I will carry my Garmin. I'm kind of old school. I have the old one. They don't make this anymore, I just found out. So I'll probably get the Mini 2 here in a couple of years when I'm ready to. The other pocket in the front here, I will take my phone. In my side pouches here, I have my electrolytes, a little balm for my lips. I have 70 SPF sun lotion here from Neutrogena, a little emergency whistle, and some vitamin I, some ibuprofen. So that's what I keep handy here in this little side pocket. And then this other one here, I will have my snacks for the day. And most of my lunch will be in here as well. So that's where I fit most of that. You'll notice that there's quite a bit of room left in here because I don't have my food in here. But on a recent trip, I carried 5 days worth of food and I still had some room left over. So this trip will be about a 6-day carry before I resupply over by Roosevelt Lake. So I think this will fit really nice. Okay, so right in the top I have my ground sheet for underneath my tent. Normally this isn't really necessary, but because there's so many picky things out there on the ground, that's really hard to tell, and you could puncture your air mattress very quickly. This is another layer of protection I have against that. So I put, and I'll demonstrate how I set this tent up later on, but I have some shock cord here in the corners with some little tabs. This works out really nice. So footprint. And then the tent, again, this is Z-Packs Offset Solo. I changed my food container to this Aztec DCF. I've been trying this out and I'll review this probably later on this year. I'll be putting my food in these smelly proof bags. These are not like perfectly smell proof. None of them are. Not absolutely necessary, not foolproof, but better than nothing, than just having them stuffed in here. I do have a koozie. I made another one here recently. Little homemade thing. Put my food to rehydrate it in while I'm cooking. Titanium spoon. I'll be doing pressurized gas this time. And in here is my 750 milliliter Evolve Supply Company pot. There's a couple things I really like about this. One thing is this wooden handle here, so you're not burning your fingers or trying to have that little flap thing here, and you know. So that little wooden top on here is pretty nice. And then this spout here, I can shut this and it pours really well. So I just kind of like this one. I'm going to carry it with me. I rarely use more than 500 milliliters of water, but the features on this thing make it worth the carry. So, and that's it. I'm going to have, like I said, it's about 6 days of food in here. And I could probably fit about 7 days of food in this pouch. But that's about it, and it's perfect for this kind of trip. So there you go. My little Ditty bag. There's all kinds of stuff in here. I'm not going to go through it all, but just let me look inside and remind myself what I put in here. Extra ibuprofen. There's going to be my my oral care stuff here. My repair kit. I'm going to bring some body glide with me this time because I have been chafing in some really hot areas. So I'm going to take that with me, as well as my Gold Bond powder. So between these two, I'll be chafing free. Some more first aid stuff in here. So that's my Ditty bag. I normally would keep the Ditty bag on the outside, but I'm finding that I very rarely go in there anymore. I used to poke in there for this or that, but not so much. So I'm going to put it inside my pack. Here I have the Nemo Elite Mummy. This is, in its class, I believe it is the lightest Mummy regular size sleeping air mattress that you can get. So again, I will review this. I use this in the LBJ just to see if I can get used to a smaller Air mattress again. This is only 20 inches wide, but I'm a side sleeper, so anyway, I think I got it dialed in, and it worked out pretty well. So I'm going to try to get on this trip, and once again, I'll report back on a gear review a little bit later on this year. And here is my clothes bag. These are my extra clothes. This is a DCF, waterproof bag that I bought somewhere on, I think it was eBay. I'm going to bring some extra underwear this time. I normally don't. You're gross, I know. Extra socks. And these are my Silverlight. And I also have liners. These are Gingy liners. This combination works really well for me, so I'm going to stick to it and not try to experiment anymore with that. Here's my lightweight beanie because I will be using a quilt this time. So just to cover up my head, keep a little warmth in. Although the temperatures aren't good, they're going to be in the 50s, upper 50s at night, so it's not going to be that cold. So I'm going to go lightweight with this. This is a merino wool, very lightweight, but it's warm enough. I have my buff that I use for a few different things. I'll put it on my neck if I'm too cold at night. I'll use this kind of as a wash towel, and so this is a little extra towel that I bring with me. Let's see. I have a little nightshirt, a little merino wool nightshirt that I use just to get my sweaty shirt off of me that I use during the day. It feels pretty good at night. And then in case my knee starts giving me problems, I do have a compression knee copper fit compression thing for my knee, and also a little IT band pressure thing that I might need. I don't know. We'll see. So that's the extra clothes that I'm bringing. All right, then we get into our sleeping system here. I'm just going to pull out this liner. I have this liner in here. It's not the lightest weight thing, but this is a waterproof raft bag that I have in here. It's worked out really well for me. I'm just going to keep using it. I don't think I'll need a lot of warmth layers, but I'm going to bring them anyway. This is my typical Patagonia little puffy that I bring with me. This is a synthetic. You've seen me use it quite a bit. I'm going to take that. And I also have a little rain jacket here. Again, the forecast isn't showing much of any rain chances, but this is a nice wind layer in case there's a cool breeze or something in the morning. All right, so my quilt is, now this is the Ghost Pepper from Loco Libre. This is not a boxed end. This is just a tie end. I think if I was going to buy this over, I would have this box. I would seal in my foot box, but this is not, and it's fine. The temperatures, like I said, at night is going to be, the coldest is going to be maybe, in the mid 50s or something. It'll be in the 60s most of the time, so this will be fine. I'll sleep really well. This is a 20-degree one, very lightweight. It worked for me on a Colorado trail like 8 years ago, and I still have it. I've watched it a couple times and puffed it up once in a while, and that thing has been fantastic. All right, so last thing in here is my Philo Elite pillow that I have here. Now this is from Nemo. Super lightweight, very comfortable. I think what makes it comfortable is just the material that they use on the top here. That's what's in my pack. Pretty simple. It comes out to about 12.25 pounds, somewhere around there. And that's not including my camera gear or my other electronics, and I'll review that here in just a minute. So the clothes that I'll be wearing on the trail, I like my 11 Skies long pants here. These are like super lightweight. They hardly weigh anything at all, but they will keep my skin covered, and it provides some sun protection for my legs. So I'm a cover up, stay out of the sun kind of guy, so I'll use those. And I've been enjoying my sun hoodie from Outdoor Vitals. This is the Altitude. It is just really, again, super lightweight, but it provides a lot of UV protection. And the hood on here is just perfect. It fits underneath my chin. It's pretty tight. I've worn hoodies like this where the wind blows the hoodie right off your face. Not so with this one. It's a little bit tighter around here, but not too tight. But it keeps the wind from blowing your hood off. And it's, again, like I said, super lightweight. So I'll be wearing that this year. Okay, other things I'll be wearing here, my ankle gaiters from Catula. A little bit heavier duty than what a lot of people wear out there, but I found that these are just much more durable, and they work best for me. So I have these sun gloves that I'll be wearing. Just a simple little, these are kind of off-brand ones, but they'll keep the sun off my hands, will keep my hands burning. I will have my baseball cap like you see me in most of the time here. This is another off-brand that I use. I've had it for years, really well. So I'll use this primarily in the morning when the sun's not too bad. When the sun does get pretty bad, then I'm going to take this little sun hat from Outdoor Research. It will keep the sun off my face a little bit more, off my ears and my neck, and also have my sun hood if I need to cover my neck a little more. In past years I brought my umbrella out. I'm not going to bring it this year, so I'm going to see how that works out. Temperatures, the highs are supposed to be like in the mid 70s or so, so I don't know. I just decided not to take it. Okay, so let's go over my electronics. Alright, so my camera gear. You know, I'll have my phone. I usually don't take a lot of videos with this, but sometimes I will snap some pictures or take some video. So I'll have this as part of my electronics. I'll have my camera, my G7X Canon, and I'll also have the Aoka tripod with this that I'm going to take with me. I like the larger tripod because it gives me a little bit different angles than what this Joby Handy Pod does. I really like this Joby for some low shots, or if I sit on a rock or on a stump or something like that, or if I'm doing a simple little selfie kind of a thing. This works out really well. So I'll be bringing this small tripod, and I'll be bringing my Aoka. In my little camera pouch here, of course I have some spare batteries, some camera lens clean stuff, and I'll put my tripod in here, then my camera will fit in here when I'm not using it. I have a camera battery charger here, but it can charge 2 of my Canon camera batteries here at the same time, and there's a mini USB port here, and I'll just hook up to my battery, or I can even charge it using my solar panel if I have some time sitting around camp. So I'm bringing 4 batteries with me. I imagine I'll have to recharge a couple times, so I'm going to take this with me. This is my flashlight is this Aurora A5. I bought this years ago. It's really all I ever need. I don't have a headlamp because I don't do any night hiking typically, but if I do, I can clip this onto the top of my baseball cap and I'm ready to go. So super lightweight. This is a pouch I use for my flashlight and my anchor battery and my cords. So I keep this all in here and waterproof. Works out really nice for me. And all that camera gear and batteries and chargers and all that stuff adds up to about 3.25 pounds extra I carry. But because I'm recording all of this stuff, I kind of need to take it with me, and this is the equipment that I like to use. So some people just use their phones to record their video. Great. Good for you. I just like my Canon camera. So there. Okay, so that's what I'm taking with me on the Arizona Trail for this section hike, 200 miles from Kearney to Pine. Okay, so links to all this gear is down below. I appreciate you checking that out. I'm David on Earth. Thank you for coming to the channel. And like always, go live like you want it. Hey, this is David on Earth. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below. And go to the website for some deals on gear. All right, see you on the trail.
Very good.